Hey everyone, welcome to the Fuel the Fight podcast. I am Lieutenant Colonel Nick Barringer, and this is a super special episode because we have the man, the myth, the legend. He's been on here before, but it's always a pleasure having him on. Coach A.C. Bryant and one of his fighters of the San Antonio Snipers, Shin Sub, is here. A.C., thanks so much for coming on.
Brother, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for allowing us to come back again. Love everything that you're doing, not only for all our service members across the world, but just for athletes and everybody who's in thinking about nutrition and how important it is. So thank you very much for putting us on your platform.
No, and so since last time you joined a new team, because the last time you're still with Team Combat League, still a coach.
Mm-hmm.
You were with the Dallas Enforcers.
I was.
But now I'm excited. I'm really excited for this because you're back here in San Antonio.
I'm back home at home station right now. San Antonio Snipers, 1 shot, 1 kill. Dallas was amazing, and we just made history I'm the only coach in Team Combat League that's been a head coach of 2 different teams. And that just lets you know that my staying power is good enough, and obviously I've proved myself. But now we're here to take San Antonio Snipers and San Antonio boxing community. We're going for that world championship this year. So yeah, I'm really happy with everybody we got on the squad, and we got great supporting members like yourself, and we're doing great, wonderful things. Yeah.
Yeah, and for those that maybe didn't listen to the last episode, you got to go listen to the episode with AC, kind of his background. Over 20 years in military service, did nutrition there. We served together in Iraq, and got into boxing at a young age. Has been kind of following that sport, and now world-renowned coach. Got your own line of boxing gloves, boxing equipment. And now you have this Team Combat League. Can you go over again a little bit of the structure of Team Combat League?
Yeah, so Team Combat League is something brand new to combat sports. And when we say combat sports, we're just talking about fighting. And the format that we use is boxing. The difference is it's in a team format. Last year we had a total of 8 teams. We grew to 12. We added 4 new teams to the league. And we go around city to city, fighting just like the NBA, the NFL. You have this city that you can get behind. We fight in this format. It's 1-round format broken up into thirds. And each round brings you so many points. And at the end, you have to make it to the playoffs. You got to make it to the finals. And then from there, hopefully we'll become world champions. So, yeah, it's something brand new. It's headed up by Coach Dewey Cooper. He's the president this year. If you don't know who Dewey is, in 3 days, he'll be fighting his fighter, Francis Ngannou, will be fighting Anthony Joshua. So he's a close friend of mine, Dewey is, and he's the head of he's the face of the company, and it's just it's amazing what we're able to do in just 1 year. I didn't think it would grow this fast, and it's been really, really amazing. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, speaking of growing this fast, I got to go out to the tryouts. Thank you for that. That was amazing. I mean, the event. The tryouts you held, I had never seen any event like that for a tryout. It was like a fight. It was like you had a fight card with the DJ and music in this huge production facility for tryouts to make it too. But then also kind of the growth. You have an international fighter, Shin Sub here, who I've heard great things about. Is anybody getting out of a fight with him standing?
So if they're standing, that means they're being helped. This guy right here, listen, this gentleman right here, we met him. We met the #1 Korean welterweight in the world. It's number 63 in the world. 5 fights, 5 knockouts. He's an amazing fighter. Met him in Mexico with another fighter of mine, Waylon Bailey and Daniel Bailey, down in Mexico trying to get them some fights. Saw him, and within 30 seconds, I knew that this guy was amazing. And as far as, listen, everybody on Team Combat League, everybody who's checking this out, I'm just letting you know I'm putting you on hiatus right now. Like, you may have been good last year. You may have been one of those guys, and that's because this gentleman was not here. Team Combat League has grown so much. You're going to have more elite athletes like this coming to this league. And just want to let y'all know, man, I feel sorry for anybody. Please do not buy any streams and try to show off against him, because your fans and your people who are going to be watching, they're going to be sadly disappointed. I feel like this guy is going to have the knockout record in Team Combat League. He's literally that good. Yeah.
Well, and you mentioned Waylon Bailey, who's not in studio, but just outside of the studio. That guy looks like he lifts trees for a living, which I think he does.
He does.
So
he does.
I don't want to get punched by that guy either.
No.
So I think the other heavyweights are going to have a problem as well.
Waylon is a veteran. Last year, he was 1-1 in the league. He did an amazing job, and we're coming back and we're going to grow him even better. Like this year, just some of the talent that's in the league, you have to go and look at it. But last year we had Jennifer Miranda. She was the WBO Intercontinental Champion. Now she's the WBO World Champion, and it could be WBA, I forget. But she's the current World Champion. She's coming back and fighting in the league. There's just, it's serious. This Teen Combat League is becoming serious, especially among the people who were participated last year, and then they got to see it. Athletes just know. We have Barry Hunter, which also helps out train, and Gervonta Tank Davis. There's Boog. If you've ever seen any of the movies with Creed, especially the most recent, Boog is the gentleman doing the famous mitts. He's in the league. We have Andrew Ruiz's former coach, the one who coached him against Anthony Joshua. He's in the league. We have Jeff Mayweather.
Wow.
It is legit, and to say that those guys are my peers is almost as cool as saying that I got an opportunity to work with the coolest dietitian in all of the military, Nick Behringer. It's not as that level, but it's close to it.
Close. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, speaking of fighters, I mean, can you go through kind of your roster and some of the fighters? Because you got other big name fighters. You got other killers on your roster besides Shin and Waylon as well at different weight classes.
Yeah.
Right?
So what I'm going to do now, everybody who's on the San Antonio team is an amazing fighter, but I'm just going to tell you some highlights that you may know. Obviously, Shin is an amazing talent. He is very big in Korea, and he's going to be very big here. We have Andre Ewell. You just saw him in New Mexico, or not in New Mexico, in Mexico City fighting at Karate Combat, Boss Rutan's promotion.
Yes, that was a great fight.
And it was a great fight. Very sharp. Just got to keep it the whole time. Who else do we got? We have Corey Cadd. He's an amazing talent here in San Antonio. Very, very up-and-coming fighter. We have, who else do we have? As a repeat person that's coming back, Dion Cat. I'll forget Dion's name. Dion is coming. Dion DePestri. Dion DePestri is probably one of the most hidden fighters that's come out of Cuba. Who else do I have? A couple of other ones.
He's a Cuban sniper.
He's a Cuban sniper.
He's the Cuban. So you've got a sniper.
Sniper on it. It's perfect marketing.
Yeah, good
right?
job on that.
Javier Fernandez. He is, I believe, 13-0, San Antonio undefeated fighter. We have a lot of great talent this year, and we just cannot wait to go against all the other fighters within the league. Yeah.
And the other thing I love about this structure that's so exciting is, you have the female athletes as well mixed in there on the team. So so what is that, 3 weight classes or 4 weight classes?
So no, this year we have a total of 8 weight classes. And
for the females. I'm sorry.
There's 2 weight classes.
2 weight classes for the females.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the cool thing about this is that the league is going to be, they fought so bad to, first of all, the league is equal pay. Some of the best fighters, some of the highest paid fighters I had on my team were females last year, and it's because those points that they bring are just important as the heavyweight, just important as any male that's on the team. This year, for sure, the females have been fighting. Recently, there's a thing in boxing where female fighters are trying to go for 3 minutes. We just got that approved. So Teen Combat League, when you see a fighter fight for 3 minutes, it's probably the first time in history that a female, not in history, but in recent history, gets to fight 3 minutes. Normally they fight 2 minutes. Now we get to fight 3 minutes because they're just that important and being part of the team. So I feel that the female fighters are really the make or break. Last year I felt that my biggest impact was going to be my female fighters, and that's why we paid them so much. So they're just as important, as any other fighter on the team. So yeah, it's real. The pay is so competitive. Teen Combat League does not care what you are, as long as you can fight. That's all that matters.
No, and the structure so exciting because again, it's you're not saving anything for that next round.
No, so one round. That's all it takes. one round, and that's all you got to give. You got to give me everything and anything within that one round. And in that one round, you can expose a lot of people. We had quite a few knockouts. I believe New York probably has the knockout. I think they had 9 knockouts or 9 knockdowns and 4 knockouts. That's in one round against other professional athletes.
Wow.
So to make that happen, it's not some barnyard people just brawling, punch, punch, punch. No, these are elite athletes, the highest level, fighting in a very condensed space. You got to get it all done within 3 minutes, get out, and hopefully be able to do it again. Yeah. So what they bring is just a faster, sharper. They are the tip of the spear when it comes to understanding reflexes, breaking down people. Everything is just at a faster level. When you came to the tryouts, one of the best ways to really explain was, and every coach in the league could probably, especially last year, the returning fighters that understood the pace and fought in the league, they shined. Regardless of what their actual boxing record looked like, they shine in this format. And so, it's a great way to be entertaining. My wife's family, who does not watch boxing, she doesn't watch boxing, they followed it. It's so easy to follow. It's so entertaining. And so, everybody should give it a shot.
Yeah, it's a simple sport to understand.
Very. It's traditional boxing. It's traditional boxing rule. There's no tricky rules. There's no different gloves. When you see it, it's boxing. It's just condensed and at the highest pace.
Yes. No. Anybody, even not familiar with boxing, you can watch and figure out who's winning, who's losing very quickly. Mm-hmm. With that being said, if people, listening to this or seeing this, and they're like, hey, I want to support the San Antonio Snipers, local here in San Antonio, great San Antonio team. How can they do that? And then, what events you got coming up?
So, teamcombatleague.com on or on Team Combat League on all social media is where you can get your tickets and your streams. They're providing almost like a network, like a Netflix. It's called Team Combat League TV. So when you buy a pay-per-view, it turns out to be $7.99. It's for a month. So if you wanted to watch your favorite fighter, I know it will be the San Antonio Snipers. But if you wanted a different team or whatever it is, you have access to all 12 teams, all the content that we're putting out for 1 month for $7 or for $8, and you probably get about 4 or 5 matches in between that. You just go teamcombatleague.com to purchase your ticket or any of your streams. Our first fight will be against my former team, which I believe is a great story. They have great fighters. Some of them are my former fighters. The Dallas Enforcers will be in Dallas now. Unfortunately, San Antonio Snipers, we will become a travel team. That means we just travel a lot. We'll be a lot in Houston and Dallas. But please come out and support us 100% because we're bringing you that first Team Combat League world champion. We will be your San Antonio Snipers Season 2 world champions. That's what we're doing. I love it.
You heard it here first. And also, I want to connect this. Somebody might listen. It's like, hey, talking about boxing and all. There's a lot of military veterans, connected to this. You yourself. I think you got some fighters. Right?
Yeah. Of course. There's Daniel Bailey. There's Mitch Amin. I'm not going to say his name correct, but he's a former military person. Daniel Bailey is a former military person. He's former fighter of mine, and he's fighting on the Miami team. And there's just a slew of military people I know in Dallas and a few other places that this is great for these military people because I can explain why. As an athlete, sometimes we veer off course because we just have to do life. And being in the military I feel like serving your country, athletes who serve their country instead of pursuing their career, I believe that they sacrifice more. And yes, there are some people who don't do it, but for whatever reason, they feel like that's way more important. And now there's a great opportunity for them to, as long as they're really good and competitive, they can now get all that shine and promotion they can is fighting in this Team Combat League. Because, as a military person, former military person, retired military, you can be great in athlete. You can be a great sport. You can be good at boxing, track, and everything. But your first job is to shoot, move, and communicate. And that overrides everything. And those individuals who are able to balance athleticism and the military will always take precedence. So they're always giving that. So this is a great way to give back. It's a great organization. There's a lot of military people working within Teen Combat League, especially in the admin. They really understand that military people, and I didn't know this when I joined the civilian market, sometimes they don't know what to do with military people. But the one thing that I know that all the owners, the president of the league, the CFO, and all the CEO, they understand when you hear military, they understand that these people come prepared. They know how to be structured. They know how to do A, B, and C. And they've mentioned that multiple times. They're like, we probably need to hire more military guys because they just know how to get things done. And the fact that we're doing it in boxing, it's a great opportunity. So, we're giving back. I'm making sure that I do not put a bad scar on anybody in the military. I'm making sure that I'm representing all my brothers and sisters in arms well, and hopefully this can open up for other opportunities to be able. And most of my assistant coaches, 100% of all of my assistant coaches are associated with the military. So we got we're really military strong here.
Yes, yeah. Well, Military City, USA.
Yeah.
San Antonio and the Snipers. No, that's great. Shin, is there anything you could say it in Korean to the fans out there you want to say about coming to watch you fight?
Okay.
Yeah. Just tell them exactly how you feel. Just say, about the good opportunity here, about what you're going to do for the San Antonio Snipers, and then how you feel this season is going to go.
It's Korean.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, my name is Yusop. I'm from Korea. And so thank you for inviting me to here. 저는 여기 이제 팀 컴뱃이라는 이제 리그를 뛰러 한국 대표로 이제 제가 샌안토니오 스나이퍼 팀에 합류하게 되었습니다. 그래서 좀 뭔가 처음이라서 이런 무대도 좀 처음이고 하니까 이제 좀 떨리기도 한데 좀 exciting 하기도 합니다. 네, 열심히 해보겠습니다.
All of that, whatever you
Yes.
said, that was good. Yeah, that's good.
No. I can't wait to come out and watch you guys fight. It's going to be very, very exciting. Anything in closing? You want to, any other things?
Hey, just come out to Teen Combat, come out and support any team in Teen Combat League. But we do know your favorite will be the San Antonio Snipers. One shot, one kill. Hey, we have amazing athletes. Not only that, we have all of our athletes have amazing story. And just to understand how I build my teams is not based off of favoritism and whatever it is. I build my teams to be the most complete teams ever. Each one of my divisions, I build them individually based off of what they get. There's different talent on each one, and you're just going to see something that you've seen before, but in a way more exciting platform. So please come out to Teen Combat League, to any of the events. Let's go over. Can I just say the teams real quick?
Yeah, go.
So obviously this is the old school original. So we got Dallas, Atlanta, DC, New York, Philadelphia, Las Vegas, LA, and there's one.
Houston.
Houston wasn't part of the team
Okay.
last year. DC, those are original 8. And our 4 new teams are Orlando, Miami, Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, Boston. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got a great Rasheed
yeah.
Ellis. If you ever, he's at Boston and what's my fourth one? Boston, Miami. Well, anyways, there's 12 great teams in Teen Combat League. There's one close. And hopefully within the next 2 years, this might be going internationally. So this is something so get behind your city, get behind these local fighters. What they're providing is an opportunity for younger fighters. If you don't know about boxing, if any of your family or friends are in boxing, they'll tell you how hard it is to get that momentum behind you. And so Team Combat League provides an opportunity not only for them to make money, but to get in front of the audience who should be determining who is the world champions and who they want to see. And so this is a great opportunity for that. So thank you very much for having me, this amazing fighter right here on the team. And, we can't wait to show out for y'all.
No, AC, thanks. I always love chatting with you and, going back, all the way to Baghdad. Enjoy the conversations and love seeing how you've, come into boxing and your brand and your name is synonymous with world champions now.
Yeah, it is.
And that's very exciting. And Shen, I can't wait to watch you fight. It's going to be awesome. Subscribe this episode. Definitely go check out the San Antonio Snipers. They're on Instagram, right?
On Instagram, yeah. The San Antonio Snipers on Instagram.
Instagram, you can see where their fights are going to be. So support our team here in San Antonio, no matter where you are in the world. And with that, that is all we have for Fuel the Fight today.